Mystic Ascension, Part 10, Kether, via Yesod and Tiphareth, over Daath. Kether is the crown, it is divine love. With the discrimination and manifestation of Malkuth, the imaginative intelligence of Yesod, the integrity and knowledge of Hod, the compassion and magic of Netzach, the beauty and devotion of Tiphareth, the determined energy of Cheburah, the obedience to divine will of Chesed, the understanding of Binah, the wisdom of Chokhmah, we have everything we need to get to Kether. Before you attempt to imagine the ascent to Kether, take stock of your spiritual journey so far. This does not mean the mere process of having conducted the visualizations and meditations, but the points at which you felt that you had contact. These will be either the visualizations with which you had the most natural rapport, or those of particular relevance to you at the moment. You will know when your mind touched the inner planes and affect them. This is live magic. The processes that were mental and academic are no less valuable for it, however. You are finding your way around the tree, testing out and learning its properties. Just as one cannot be all things to all people at all times, it's unrealistic to anticipate an in-depth rapport with each Sephirah at any given time. There will be dreamy days when Yesod's mind is the natural abode, or days of intellectual stimulation when Hod is the dimension that appeals the most, or times during pronounced spiritual activity where either Kether, Chokhmah, or Binah will offer the elements required. Each is very different, as we have seen. Whatever you experience on this internal trip, you are establishing a route for yourself, which, if visited frequently, will soon lead you in new directions. The ramifications are countless. The aces of the tarot apply to the Sephirah. The musical note that harmonizes with its frequency is B, sustained. The scents that will help you get there are frankincense and myrrh. The gods that can be invoked here are all the creator gods. When you are ready to begin pathworking, enter your sacred circle. Imagine you enter the temple of Malkuth with its black and white square tile floor. Complete your purification ritual and supplication to Gaia, asking for permission to leave Malkuth. Stamp your feet 10 times when you're ready to begin pathworking. You face the aesthetic door in the middle. It has a circle with an upright triangle hanging on the door. You think about leaving Malkuth. Almost instantaneously, the indigo door opens, and inside is a portal in front of you. Its walls are flashing fractals of blue, black, and indigo lights. You sucked into the void and feel yourself traveling upwards and closer to your goal. Suddenly, in front of you are towering green waves of energy, crested with scarlet fire. It is the god form of the Sephirah Yesod, who is called Shaddai El Chai. The name Shaddai El Chai translates to Almighty Living God. Try to concentrate on the resonance of its name as you envisage the living colors and formidable powers of this oceanic expression of God. Speak the name Shaddai El Chai and ask permission to pass through Yesod. Say something like, Shaddai El Chai, grant me safe passage and permission to pass through the dimensions of Yesod. Wait until you have Shaddai El Chai's approval. Enter the temple of Yesod, which also has black and white square tiled floor, but this temple has no roof. You intuitively perceive that the temple has 9 sides and there are 4 doors, the one that you've just come through and through which you will return. Across the temple in the opposite wall is the Samekh door, which is the 25th path to Tiphareth. Head towards that door. It's bright yellow and its brilliance shines out. Enter the Samekh door when you are ready. The light inside the tunnel is so brilliant that it almost blinds you with its flashing fractals of bright yellow and gold. This is the path of aspirations and temperance. Temperance cleanses and improves the intake of celestial light. This special quality is to strive toward on the path of fluency in the diverse spheres of life. And the art of temperance itself. You continue up the path of flashing yellow and golden fractals until you observe in front of you the God form Jehovah Eloah via Daath. Repeat the name until you establish a rapport with this God form. Ask Jehovah Eloah via Daath for permission to pass through Tiphareth. Say, Jehovah Eloah Daath, God form of Tiphareth, grant me permission to pass through this dimension of Tiphareth, and thank you. When you have Jehovah Eloah Daath's blessing, enter the separate through the yellow Samekh door in front of you. You find yourself inside the temple of Tiphareth. The air is rich with frankincense. The temple of Tiphareth has an outer temenos comprising 9 gates. The 9 gates each have a silver symbol letter, and you instinctively know that these paths will take you to the other neighboring sephirah on the tree. Surrounding you are the other gateways. They are the Samekh gateway through which you have just arrived. Look for the 13th pathway leading directly to Kether, over the abyss of Daath. Above the Gimmel gateway hangs the Hebrew silver symbol. Go there. Get ready to tread this treacherous path. Go through the gateway and enter the dark portal that is yet shiny. In front of you is a wire bridge, a single strand at your feet, and 2 strands on either side of you. Both are equal in tautness and mid-body height. You must walk the suspension bridge if you want to reach your destination in Kether. On this, the 13th path, also called the Gimmel Path, the abyss of Daath is crossed. The trial of the high priestess of the tarot deck is synonymous with this path and corresponds to this journey. You must prove yourself worthy if you are to be successful. You must cling to your integrity, despite the effects of the Qlippoth, who are likely to plague you in the form of false spiritual hopes and masculine bullying, all to distract you from your path on this difficult journey. At times the weight of this path may even feel like the weight of sin. The process of the 13th path is very exacting. Issues from your past may haunt you, or resolved dilemmas may run wild. The path can certainly be classed as one of Kabbalah's dark nights of the soul. However, as its ultimate goal is Kether, it is not surprising that the route is a testing one. Nothing but purity finds admittance to Kether. The resulting freedom after the painful confines of the 13th path is bliss in itself. However, we must follow the 13th path of trial and tribulation over Daath, which did not exist in the original Judaic Kabbalah. Daath was introduced to paganism in its more like a shadow of the supernal triad, the black hole or abyss, channeling all the negative energies of the tree away from destructive into oblivion. As you teeter above Daath and you hear its siren call, the lure to its bottomless depths. Superficially, Daath promises knowledge, but you instinctively perceive that such attainment is premature, and that the real gift of Daath is total annihilation. Don't fall in. The Gimmel Path definitely gets the prize for the dearest one, liberty, but liberty is exactly what it offers, of mind, body, and soul, as it would, its finishing point being Kether. The symbol for Daath is the black hole. Imagine the abyss as the cosmic sewer with Daath as its plug. Thus we see why crossing the abyss is such a feat. Not only is the path long and hard, but the thoughts that must not be thought upon emanate like oppressive forms from the chasm below. On the Gimmel Path, psycho-spiritual circumstances may become so hard that thoughts of the abyss may become appealing. Your mind may wander astray in the Daath direction, but keep your eyes fixed on the cleansing spiritual sun which you know as Kether with absolute faith. Prove your will to strive towards God, whatever the consequences. It is for this reason that the adept runs the risk of annihilation by treading the thin wire above the abyss. The fact is that we have been taught that the path of spirituality is a stony one, and with all the imposed warps of society, we believe it so. The 13th path is a uniting one because it joins Tiphareth and the sphere of individuality with Kether, the sphere of spirit. The quest is to maintain individuality without ego. It unites all the aspects of our being. The ineffable light of Kether grows ever closer, and before you realize it, you're standing in front of the God form who you know as Ehai, meaning I am that I am. Ask Ehai for permission to enter Kether. Say, Great Ehai, please give me permission to enter the Sephirah of Kether, and thank you. Wait for Ehai's blessing, then proceed on the Gimmel Pathway until you notice a bright white orb glowing illuminatingly, which has a symbol in front of it. You recognize the Gimmel symbol, and guess that this must be the portal to enter the temple of Kether. Enter the bright white light, you see nothing. All is white. Then like mist the light fades, and you can make out images. Before you stands the Archangel Metatron. He's incredibly tall and bright. He's wearing a white robe and carries swords and scales, symbol of his functioning towards justice in the cosmos. Ask for his blessing to enter Kether. Say, Archangel Metatron, please grant me permission to enter the Sephirah of Kether, and thank you. When he grants you permission, look around for the angels. Their order is the Kayach HaKadesh, the holy living creatures. These fiery blue-green divinities are responsible for bringing light to the worlds of the Tree of Life. Ask them for their blessings. Say, angelic order of the Kayach HaKadesh, please guide and protect me on my journey into Kether, and thank you. When they have given you their blessings, look around. All is still a whitish hue. This is the holiest of holies, the loftiest sanctum, the highest temple in the Tree of Life, and the most difficult to attain. The dimension is intimately connected with breath. At first you are aware of the air entering your body, then the life force existent in you. Your body becomes akin to the temple, and then the temple is the white light of Kether and you, and one of its many epicenters. The breath of God blows upon this place, vivifying beyond anything imaginable. Living light and purity emanates from every angle and facet of this temple. Through all of this, we are suspended in sentient amnesia as we merge with greatness, forgetful of all that we've been and all that we will become. Individuality dissolves. Think on your life to date very factually. Take stock. No need to get into great detail. And don't become emotional. Simply be honest and swift in your assessment. Try to encapsulate the essence of yourself as you are now and as you have been in the past. After a couple more deep, relaxing breaths, imagine yourself rising out of your body. Feel the sensation of lightness and ascent. Enjoy the beginning of your release. You hold your breath with anticipation as you merge with the light into the sentient brilliance that holds no coherent form and offers no point of reference, but simply is. Experience the spiritual light for as long as you feel able. You finally made it, in thought at least, to the top of the Tree of Life. Enjoy Kether's unsullied atmosphere and allow it to work its own magic on you. Sit and assimilate divine love that exudes from every pore of this dimension. This is also a place to crystallize your highest aims into potential manifestations. The state you can find yourself in Kether is Zen Satori. Experience samadhi, ecstasy here. When you've got your fill and want to return home, imagine the silver Gimmel symbol in front of you and the white orb opens up. It will take you back by the 13th path over Daath. Go through the Gimmel orb of white light and enter the wire-strung bridge over which you must cross. Don't look down and don't be tempted by anything from Daath. Keep going until the fractals become yellow and golden white, where you will find another Gimmel gateway. Go through that gateway and enter the temple of Tiphareth. Across the temple floor is the Samekh gateway, which will lead you back to Yesod. Go through the gateway and enter the 25th pathway, the flashing fractals of brilliant yellows and purples. Speed up as you travel down the Samekh Pathway. Soon enough, a purple door hangs in front of you. This door will lead you to the temple of Yesod. Go through it and find yourself amongst other purple doorways. Look for the one that will lead you back to Malkuth. It is the Tav door. Single it out and open it up. Go through and step into the spinning purple and blue flashing fractals of the vortex of the Tav Pathway. Speed up as you see fit or slow down as it suits you. Soon in front of you appears the Orphic door leading into the temple of Malkuth. Go through that door and envisage the floor checkered in black and white squares. Find the Yetzi door and exit it back into your sacred circle. Ground yourself by rubbing your eyes. Leave your circle when you're ready to face the realities of Malkuth once again. Let the light of Kether inform your actions in Malkuth, by always taking an objective overview and always looking for the highest good in any situation. Bring Kether's love back into Malkuth, help initiate the millennium of peace, and bring about heaven on earth. Please like, share, and subscribe with the links below. Merry Part.